freedom. Not like freshwater, no rules, no regulations, the wrong size net, the wrong mat, you can't use bread, you can't use maggots, you can't use this. We'll take your money, but you can't use anything. Sea fishing is the last one you can get a bit of freedom. And of course, in a boat like this, what can I say? You just get out there, do what you want, and I had to come back. I had to come back. Sorry, I just enjoy the fishing here. Right, the porcupine is at sea. You can see it. I've got an uptide one sort of lobbed over there. Fresh squid head, and there's a bite. Oh my God, honestly, that was not faked. That was not faked. I was just going to tell you guys what I got. Conger rod, shark rod, back there, shark rod, chum slick. Here's the bag with the chum slick. I have seen, wait for this, a bluefin tuna come right out of the water back there. Quite know what I'm going to do if I ever hook anything like that. I've got my poor beagle shark line with wire trace here, 2 light rods on the inside and a conger rod there, and a nibble here. We will find out what's on here. Nothing, but there was indeed a bite on it. And I've had a bite on that conger which has got 2 halves of mackerel on there. So I'm pretty well loaded for bed. It is cold, I am wrapped up. It is nippy. My fingers are cold, I should have bought gloves. And how stupid is this? Why do I not bring my coarse fishing umbrella here? Just jam it against the engine cover, sit down, I'm out of the wind. Because back up here, always a line of blue up there, sky, it's not going to come this way. It's a very biting northeasterly wind. So I've got my jacket on as well, and I've got my hood up. I'm going to check this one. No rod holders. That's the only thing, it's a bit of a... Oh, this one's a bit tight. I'll just check this. I think he's in the bottom. No, he's off. So I'm over rough ground. I've lost a fish on this white rod. Don't know what it was. Didn't feel like a bream, black bream. Didn't feel like a... Oh, there's a nibble. Look, 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 look. I wonder, I've come out deeper this time, so I'm wondering if I'm going to get different species. No, I'm missing them. I keep looking back there for another giant 300 or 400 pound tuna. Oh, hang on, what's that? Hang on, hang on, hang on. All is not lost. The blank might be on the way. I could also have had my other shark line here, I'm not sure. I feel another line. No, 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 there's a fish. Oh, what? Different species, not black bream. It is a whiting, which is a turn of the season. Maybe the bream have gone. And there you go, a whiting. I wonder if that's what those tuna are jumping for over there. Right in the back, I've got my chum slick there, but they're not going to hit a wire trace. So just as a guide, how simple could this rig be, people? A lead, just a link swivel, squid bait, and I could tie a third hook off in there. And what I'm doing, I've got my 2 big baits down here, okay, so my mackerel for congers down here, and the little fish will come up nibbling. Now I could either fish a stinger rig, which is a small hook behind a big bait, or I can just sort of just gently lob my bait with the small hooks just down there behind where I think the fish are going to come up eating the big bait. That's my theory. Now with a paternoster like this with a lead at the bottom, you can drop down fast. With a... Whoa! Smith, watch this one. It's going. It's going, it's on. Here we go. Tell you what, boys, it warms your hands up, doesn't it? Just... Oh, hang on. Hold fire, people, hold fire. This isn't a whitey. could be my other line, and I've got this rod behind that big bait. That's one of my many theories. It feels like that could be a dogfish. I don't think I've got my other line there. Remind me, somebody, to check that. Oh no, just watch that rod top. Look people, look. This looks like a doggy, and it is indeed a dogfish. But listen, it's late in the year for me to go out and get cold. I hate cold fishing. Don't like it at all. Some people love it, I don't. The water is still warm though, so what we got is a sort of changeover in species. Back you go. Got a bit of a changeover here. So conger bait here, just lob it back there. Anything comes up here, I must put another chum bag out. That's tide's died a little bit, and I think my chums, that needs to freshen up a good bit. Might even be washed out. And I've got I've only got one rod left. It's this little thing here, look, telescopic rod. It's well maintained, as you can see. I'm going to free line that just under the surface and see if there's one last season, end of season mackerel out there. Oh indeed, woman, look at the oil coming off of that. Oh, goodness me. Wouldn't it be something to see the shark line go off? OMG. So I'm basically just enjoying my... Oh, just hit the bottom, people. Just hit the bottom. I think I missed him. Might have been a bit keen on that one. And that, as you saw, was literally on the bottom behind the big bait. Also tells me my big baits need checking, say every 20 minutes or so, because they're going to be chewed by the small fish. And on this one, I'll try and keep my head cam still. I'll put both together. Just a bit of action, a bit of fish would be nice, and maybe one nice conger would set me up for the day. Yeah, there's a bite there. I think they're whiting. I don't think they're bream. I don't think they're bream. Funny, isn't it? As soon as you put a rod down, you get a bite. I'm going to go right on this one for you. Obviously that'll make it stop biting, won't it? I'm going to check this chum. What's in there? No. New chum required. This is the bait I'm cutting out for squid strips. This is the one I'm going to use, and I'm just going to tease a bit of the guts out in there. Thank goodness it's still, that's all they left me. I've already sent one of these out there and they sent me that back. That's shocking. So there's a lot of small fish down there chewing away. I'm leaving the ink in there. I'm leaving what we call the custard in there, the gunky bit. But I do just strip those off, the catching tentacles here. And you can tell they're the catching tentacles. Look, they shoot these long ones out, and then can you see the suckers? Apologies for my nails, but I've been gardening. You see the catching tentacles there? That's what they use for grabbing fish and then drawing it back into this part where their beak is buried in there. A top predator, but unfortunately he's been found by the really top predator, the human. I love him out there. I'm hoping that wind eases off. Small boat over there. Another boat drifting over there, another boat over there, another boat on the inside. Everybody seems to be drifting. I seem to be the only one anchored. Oh no, guy's anchored over there, tell a lie. I'm hoping I haven't got the tides wrong, because the boat tends to be swinging a tad now, which I don't really want. Handy little place there. So I bought some, oh I can't even get it, it's still frozen on it, paint tubs. Full of grade A stuff, and it's going in here. I've got to try for a shot. I just, you know, probably there's none here. Probably not. Probably not. Tell you what there is there. I'll tell you what there is there, people. There is a very good fish. Smith, can you tie this off? I'm going to put this in my, oh, straight over the reel. This, people, is, I don't know not what. But it's given me a heck of a bend in this rod. People wonder why you go sea fishing. I tell you why you go sea fishing, right? It's because I have no idea what this is. It might be, it's not a dogfish is pulling too hard. It could be a conger, a small conger eel. It could be a bull huss, it could be a ray. My money's on a small eel. It's a good fish. I don't feel it's a dogfish. It's kicking like this. I think this is a, I'm going to put money on a small conger eel, which on this rod is a good scrap. Ooh, that was a bang. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, this is why I come. This is why I come out on the boat. Freedom of the open ocean. And the unknown. Not Gertie the 30, the carp. Nobody knows what this is, it doesn't have a name. This is definitely a conger I'm going. Oh, my money's on a conger. Yes, called that one right. Here we go, peep. Now I've got big baits down for conger. How stupid is this? Big whole baits for conger, and he's taken a tiny strip meant for like bream and pouting and whiting and stuff like that. Always beware of the second hook. Sorry, third hook, which has been stripped. There he is. I might be able to release him in the boat, but you can see him there, look. He's just nicked on there. Hopefully I can get hold of the hook without you going too mad, or he's doing the classic conger spin. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Be naughty. Off he goes. Watch him go down. He's just disorientated, and there he goes under the boat. Result, people. Get these small rods out. I do so well sometimes with these small rods. Chum, Graeme, think what you're doing, mate. Oh no, look, somebody, what's this, bites everywhere. It's kicking off all over. I've got to get this chum over because poor beagle shark is what I'm after. The bottom fishing is a bonus. Oh, got the white baking tray in there. Now I'm going to run the knife around this just to loosen it. Strange noise. I got him in a double onion sack. It's always a bit tricky when you're doing it all on your own. It's not the world's easiest thing, boat fishing on your own, but that's another reason to come. Also to get chum up your sleeve. Hello, hello, hello. There he is. It's a biggish bait. It could be a small eel. Trying to get it down his neck. I'm giving him a bit of time to get hold of it. Just going to creep up on him. There he is. He's definitely eating it. We're going to have to whack this one and see if we can't get you guys a bit more totally awesome action. I think he's got it. Has he? Come on, I figure it's a small eel. Wow, it's a way more powerful rod though. Oh, come on. Nice and smooth. Probably the same size as the other one. Definitely not a big one, but listen, gratefully accepted on a cold day. Here he comes, here he comes. It's not indeed, it's a dogfish and 23 other lines. Or not. And what he's eating, boys, is a whiting. I caught a small whiting. I thought, well, that's what they're going to be eating. And you can see he's got his teeth clamped right around that whiting. You've got to sometimes give them what it is they're feeding on naturally. Well, I've been getting whiting, people. That's what I've been getting. No black bream. I've been getting whiting. But this is interesting. This one is just, I brought up on the light rod, just show you what he's coughed up. The tide's died on me, so I'm sort of stuffed really at the moment. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's not much I can do, is there? I can't make the tide work. So here he is. This is Mr. Whiting, who's going to get consigned to the depths with a hook in him in a minute. And this is what he's been feeding on, coughing up. I guess sprats, but they're definitely silver fish, as you can see there. So that's about the size that I'm using on squid strip. So pretty much the same size. But what species, I don't know. As of yet, nothing in the chum slick at all. But I've got a nice clear water going away, but there is no tide. I don't know what's going on. I had it down as ebbing all day. It's 11:30. Have I got it totally wrong? Was it really flooding? No, because it's going that. I don't understand. I really don't understand. But I like current. I find I get more bites when there's good current running. I think I'll get a hook in this guy and post him back to the depths. Well, I've got my rusty rod, my telescopic, hung over the side, a tiny little egg sinker on it, and just virtually in the chum slick. There we go. Yes, sirree. A rarity indeed, a small mackerel. I reckon that back there was what those bluefins were chasing and eating. This is a small one, so he's going to go back. No, not with a hook. Would I put him back with a hook in it, for goodness sake? Cut. Got big fish on, boys. Got a big one on. I would say almost sure it's a conger, but he feels bigger than the other ones. On the small hooks again, it's ridiculous. Nothing on the big conger baits. Maybe a few nibbles, but definitely I think I'm getting the better fish here on the smaller hooks, and the tide is as slack as you want. Look, they're straight up and down. I just was up there messing around trying to get some food, looked around, the rod's nearly over the side. Make sure that drag's okay. Well, the wind has eased a tad, but sort of, that's great, but I like tide. I do like tide. What can I say though? I've got a fish on the end. I've got a decent fish on the end. Come on, smooth and easy. Hopefully I haven't got my mackerel line here. This is definitely a bigger fish. And on this light rod, here he comes. I see life. Have I got colour? I have yellow line. No, tell a lie, he's the same size. And he has several lines around him. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the size of that jellyfish. Look at the size of that jellyfish. I'm hoping, there's my conger eel. If I let him go down there, I might snag the giant jellyfish at the same time. That is a monstrous jellyfish. And here is a not so monstrous conger eel with a tangle. He is bigger, no tell a lie, he is bigger. He's just nicked there. Well, here is Mr. Conger eel. I've got to watch, I've got loose hooks about flying all over the place. And he's just jaw hooked there. But listen, gave me a bit of sport on that light rod. And I think he's going to give me even more sport trying to get him off and untangling when he goes through this microphone lead. But there we go. Decent one. Well boys, I had to hide under there from the rain. Big rain shower came through. I was hiding right underneath there in the rain shower just now. The other boats have all gone in, which is quite handy because one guy virtually I could have tied up. I thought I was going to have to put the fenders out, he was that close. Oh, I'll tap on that one then. I'm hopeful this tide starts going the other way. I'll start getting some more bites. But I have had, wait for it, here, much bigger mackerel. Nice size one. Going to keep that for bait when the tide picks up. You cannot beat fresh bait. I've got frozen bait or thawed out bait now, but you can't beat fresh bait. I'm going to rig up, and that was on baited squid for small fish just here, just like this. So I guess a chum is all going down to the seabed like this, and the mackerel may be down the bottom. Listen, I'll take anything. Well, as I thought, people, the chum is starting to go up that way a little bit. I tell by my shark floats now over there, and I've just got a conger, a small one. Unfortunately, he's got one of my other lines. We get him unhooked and get him back.
So much for sleeping. Probably a doggy. All the other boats have moved away. Didn't see one fish caught. But I think they're just lure fishing with feathers all the time. Mackerel, that's big. And it's a bait thing. They definitely want bait. This would be a doggy, I'd say. It's a doggy. You know what's special about this doggy? He's not tangled up with anything. No, and he's hooked in the scissors. Easy to unhook. Look, it's still a fish. It still shows me that the fish are feeding down. They're hopefully going to come on and feed a bit stronger.
Well, it's time to make up a bit more chum. I've got rainbow trout in there, I've got mackerel and everything else, bluey, but nobody, I would think, is using this for chum. Tesco's burgers. Oh, look at this. Well, you wouldn't want to fry them and put cheese and bacon on them, would you? I don't waste anything, as you've obviously gathered. This can all go over and attract, hopefully, a fish. They're leftovers from Mike's freezer when he moved. He couldn't take them with him, so I said, hang on. I know where you can get rid of a load of frozen stuff. I know a man that'll take all this. And indeed, I am. Still ice in that one. All the particles to come off it though. So there we go. I'm going to change over the bags. And hopefully we'll see if we can't pick something else up. Everybody else has gone. They didn't like that rain. You guys didn't see it. I couldn't exactly film it. Pounds and pounds of burgers here. My goodness. This would work really well in a foreign country. For snappers and stuff like that. They go mad. I'm only using it here because it's free. And it's actually gone from Mike's freezer clear out. It's funny, isn't it? It's gone from Mike's freezer clear out to my freezer clear out. Right, that can all go in the bag. Let's get the bag up. That's rubbish. In we go. Burgers and all. Waste not, what not. Oh, yuck, there's some good stuff in there. Wait till you see the oil come off of this. I've got one box left, which I might take home with me and just use, put it on the anchor for conger. There we go. Heave ho. In fact, I'm going to tie it off this side. It's easier to get to. I've got this tied off to stop it clonking around. There we go. Make sure you tie it off. There's other times I have been out jarking and lost a bag. Oh, there's a lot of rubbish in the water now. And when you wash your hands, don't wash them in that side. Wash them in the clean side. Plus you could get bitten by a shark if they were about.
Doesn't feel like a doggy this time. Feels like a landmine or something. It's just dead. No kicking, no nothing. Maybe I'm hung in the bottom and the boat swung. I think that's what happened. I've got quite a lot of line back. What the hell is this? Maybe it's just a doggy tailing that. Oh, something different, it's a ray. That's the first one I've had from this area.
Here he comes, here he comes. I mean, up my end, you get rays all over the place, but this is really nice to catch something different, people, from an area you don't know. Maybe I've swung over sand and that's why I'm not getting the fish. Here he comes. Whoop. One thornback ray. Oh yes sirree. So I'm ticking away on the fish and the sun's come out. Wow, you know, I'm impressed with that because I was getting absolutely nothing. Congers have gone off, but I wonder if I swung over sand on the other way. I wonder maybe if I give it sort of to maybe 2 o'clock and for the last 2 hours, maybe just going inshore and seeing if I could pick up maybe a bit more tied up, you know. Nice fish though, let's get him back. Got a lot of mud on his stomach. There he goes. Straight under the boat, look. Straight out of the boat. Now he's going down. Oh, look at these, look at these. This is why I come down this far. It's why I take the trouble to drive 125 odd miles. It's a double shot, folks. Oh my God, it's a double shot. Oh, look at this gurnard. Oh, look at this gurnard. Never mind about the other fishing line. Just get it in the boat, pal. Look, 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 a mackerel. What is that thing? That is the most beautiful gurnard I think I've caught. Tubs, reds, greys, streaked, there's all different types of gurnards. Look at the colours in that, folks. Look at that mackerel. Don't drop it in the water, Graeme. That is a good double shot, is it not? I know I've picked my other line up, but we'll sort it out later. There we go. Now I did just say, didn't I? Has the boat swung and has it actually come off a station off the rocks? I think that's what's happened. He's grunting. Look at that fish. Let's get him back. Now you can eat these. I personally, I don't think I've ever eaten them, but they say they're very nice eating. But are they not the weirdest fish you've ever seen? For England anyway. They're like a flying fish with badly designed wings. Get in, what a double shot that was. Double shot of colour. Well, I said I was going to move at 10 o'clock. I've had a thornback ray, a mackerel and a gurnard. Maybe I'll hang on. Still getting the mackerel, boys. Late in the season, we'll take them. Mr. Mackerel, come to town. Gonna love this one, guys. Triple shot. 2 tangled up mackerel and a dogfish. So the max, look, the mackerel are down on the bottom. It's like November next week. So why are the guys feathering not getting the mackerel and I'm getting all the mackerel on the bottom? It's weird. Well, it's got a bit quiet now on me, boys. I think I was gonna pack up a 2, wouldn't I? That's right, it's nearly 2:30. I think I just go in there, maybe I'll get a bit more tide. What I think happens is the flood tide is weaker than the ebb. I will ask when I go in, one of the old fishermen there, because I can see it's gonna hit that bay in there and it's gonna fire out past this headland here, so it's going to constrict the water a little bit. When it comes back this way, it just percolates in there and goes in there. That's my theory. What do I know? I don't live here. I'm just assuming that that's the way it works, because it works that way in other places. So I'm figuring I'm never going to get much tide here. If I go in there, I'm going to cover a bit of different ground. And I've had a real mixed fishing day, so I cannot grumble, can I? And look at it. Absolutely sparkling. 50-year-old boat, half a century old. Oh my God. Bite on the left-hand rod there, Graeme. Let's just give that one a little bit of slack line. And just about to move. But look at it, sparkling. You just don't get it a lot of the time, only on a boat. I think I better do something about that one. Yeah. Hang on. We got fish kicking off everywhere. Grab it. I think that might be a mac attack, in which case I'm going to leave it. I might have missed him. No, he's still there. Okay, leave that one. Go for the bigger rod because you think it's a bigger fish. The greed of humans has no bounds. Okay, he's dropped it. Oh, has he? No, he has dropped it. You watch me go back to that, and that one's dropped it. Just as I was about to move. I think I will move anyway, folks. I'm out of chum. I put the chum away, and that way if I go in there I can leave my shark line in, not use that. Let's check this one out. No, I still have life. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, as they say, and call this one as a mac on the bottom. Mackerel. I may be wrong totally. No, she's going mad. Ho. Double whammy, boys. I'm using really sharp hooks, so you just got to pick the rod up. Look, and this one's still on there. Oh, here we go. Big mackerel. Come aboard, sir. I think what I do now, give it the 5 minute warning. Fire the old girl up. In fact, if I don't start the engine, I know I'm never going to go. Where did he tell me the key was? Let's try it. Music to the ears. It might be an old bob engine, what we call bob, but we're looking at reliable. Oh. This one's run off with a line then. Maybe they like the sound of it. Maybe they know I'm going to move. So they thought, right, we better jump on Graeme's line. He's running with it. What do I do? Do I switch the engine off? Do I stay? Do I go? I think I'll wind down and see if this guy's there. There is a very old saying, never leave feeding fish. Probably missed him, I think. So my money was on a dogfish? No, it's just come off. It was a dogfish, I just felt him bump off. So what a big fish, I might just as well move. Well, I've come in and I'm anchored up here way close to the shore. It definitely works. I've got way more tide. You can see by the bubbles going across there, and a little bit more colour in the water here. Obviously it's stirred up with the tide just off the headland. So that's worked out, and I've dropped down. I've only got 4 rods out. I've already had a bite on this one. In fact, it was a good run, but it never came to anything. Got big baits on. He's still there, boys, he's still there. Or not, that's annoying. Oh, bite on the right rod. That's small hooks. Well, I wonder what that was. He certainly had this one long enough to chaw down on it. It's interesting, as soon as you come to a different sort of area, you might even actually pick up different species. Have I got any rods left? Anybody? Tell me. There must be some somewhere. Right, shark rods in. Got to sort that out. I've got one small rod to go, so I've got basically three big rods, big baits down. I'm going to chuck a couple of small ones out and that'll be me done. 1 hour and counting. You think I probably wasn't sharking, you think I was just saying I was sharking. No. There's a seek and destroy cow style rod and the reel I normally catch sharks on. There's a float, trace, hook. I was indeed sharking, and I believe I could get a pool beagle or a thresher close to shore, possibly next year now, but at least I've tried. It's a new area for me to explore. The fish is back on that rod, people. Hang on a minute. There's defo a fish on there. Now it could be a doggy, it could be. Look. There's the bite. If I miss him again, it's obviously a small fish tugging at a bait that's too big for him. Ah, got him this time. It does feel like. Woof, 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 woof. It's a shame that I moved the boat for dogfish, but listen, I had quite a lot of fish today, so I can't grumble. Could be a small eel. It's staying a bit deep for a doggy. No, it's a doggy. It's a doggy. Great big bait he's attacking. Look at the size of the bait he's having a go at. Oh my God. These boys eat anything. That's a bit of a gob of bait on there. I think I better tidy that up, don't you? Look, that looks appalling. Well, if there's doggies down there, I'm afraid we're going to have to go seek and destroy. Put a really big gob of bait on for a nice big conger. Would be nice to finish the day off with a big old eel. Now don't cast the microphone, Graeme. As usual, Mr. P is the last boat here fishing. No surprise there then. Is that down? I had all sorts of weather today. Oh. Yeah, look. You guys are watching. Hopefully it's not going to be plagued by doggies. I fear the worst. I think I've moved from the good fishing spot out there to Battersea Dog's home in here. Pretty sure it's another dog. This reel fell to pieces and amazed it's still working. This whole spool and gears dropped off of me. No, he's come off, he slipped off. Fish on the small hooks. No idea what it is. It was a hammering bite, so it could be mackerel, I don't know. Pretty sure it's not a doggy. Staying deep, no signs, no colour, another line. Oh, big mackerel. Just gonna have to take it, it's a big mackerel man. Ooh. Worth every bit of a tangle, don't you think? And I say there's no mackerel left. Who said that? I think it was me. On bait though, guys, on bait, not feathers or lures. Right there. Both rods, Jumbo Max. The winter sunshine is smiling. This bite's on the big rod, boys. Well, boys, it was the smart money move. Look what's being foul hooked on the conger bait, on the intended conger bait. Only a black bream, a nice black bream too, if he doesn't spike me. Have a camera very, very carefully. Look at that, boys. Now, why are they not taking the small hooks? He's obviously had a go at this one, and as I've picked the rod up, yes, I know you've got spikes, I know you have. He's just got hooked there in the cheek. And there, a fat black bream. Your lucky day, and you didn't spike me, it's your lucky day you're going back. Wow, what a day of species I've had. 3:30, 30 minutes to go, boys. I've had about 8 dogfish, by the way. I haven't filmed them all because I guess there's only so many dogfish that people could look at. Or unhook in my case. Had to happen, guys. Moving. Double hook up, and a double fish. Had to happen, 2 at once. 2 of the best fighting and eating fish on light tackle you can get. I've had like 15 mackerel, big ones. There we go, a bream, nice black bream, mackerel. I've got a bucket of mackerel, and I've got another one on here. The fish are kicking off big time, and that is just, I believe, look at that one, just moving to find that tide. I may be wrong, late afternoon. Why does everybody else go home then when the fish are feeding? I don't understand that. See if this guy's still on. I think he is. My gear is caked in fish scales, slime, everything. But what a session it's turned into. I've got 8 minutes to pack up. The dogfish I'm really not bothered about, so I'm not rebaiting. There might be 1 or 2 that's hanging on the... Oh, that's the bite gone. I've got to stop fishing. I've had to put rods away, people. It's just going manic. Dogfish, mackerel, black bream. I've had loads of black bream. I'm going to close out and I say thanks for watching the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to watch Mike's TA Outdoors. Hit his subscribe button. And if you watch some of our fishing tips, you could end up with some of this. Just check these puppies out. Some of these are real big super mackerel. I'm catching them as just literally 1 or 2 on a link, you know, on a hook. So there you go. I've got bites here. I've got to pack up and go. I'm not so late now anyway.